Buonasera paisani, welcome to episode 51 of Big Mamas Gather live on Instagram. Now, last week we had a special guest, Tori Richo, who talked about his traumatic experience of having to lose a limb due to the problems he had with his foot, with his abscesses and all that, due to a work accident. This week I decided to tell my story. A lot of people know about it, others don't. So I decided to take the initiative and tell the world my story, not because I want pity, not because of anything else except the fact of hi Hikumbari. I want to tell my story so that it gives other people some encouragement, some hope. Back in 2014, that's almost 7 years ago, August 23rd, 2014, my husband and I had motorcycles and we were double riding. So that means, double riding means my husband was in the front, I was behind him on the motorcycle, and we were with a group of 17 other bikers. So in two groups, we decided to take a trip to New York for lunch. So we left very early that morning, around 6 o'clock. And everything was nice. It was a beautiful day. Met new people. Yukumbari saying hello. You're a genuinely and sincere person. We'll miss you on the show. Yes, I miss being on Yukumbari too. So we were on a ride, motorcycle ride. It was a beautiful day in August, sunny. You couldn't ask for better weather, and we were meeting new people, new acquaintances. It was a nice ride until we got to the border. Now this is according to my recollection, what I remember, because there's bits and pieces and big parts I don't remember. We passed the border. I remember removing my sweater because it was getting warm. It was around maybe 10, 11 o'clock by then. And we had been riding since 6. So we crossed the border. We, got comfortable, got back on the bike. And then the next thing I remember is I couldn't open my eyes. I didn't know where I was. And I heard voices saying, don't move, you're going to be okay. And I heard a friend of mine, Janet, who was also riding with us, saying, Leah, don't move. You're going to be okay. I'm here with you. It's Janet. You're okay. What happened? This is what was told to me. This is what I tell people because I honestly don't know what happened. The story goes, and even the investigation of the police in Malone came with an explanation as to how it happened. We were on a very sharp curve. The kind of curves where you have the big arrow saying, it's a sharp curve. And somehow, the driver in front of me, who was also double riding with his wife, lost control because his back tire touched the rubble, the rocks on the edge of the highway. And so he lost control. And in order for my husband not to hit him, now we don't even know till today if my husband did touch him or didn't touch him from behind. We ended up flying into a ditch. We flew into a ditch. My husband was on one side with the bike on top of him, and he burned his whole leg. He cracked open his head. He broke a finger. He broke a toe. I was 10 meters opposite of him, laying in water. I don't know how I landed in water, but laying in water. And apparently I had a tree trunk right between my legs. So they thought at first sight that the tree threw me. But fortunately enough, I was sitting on it, but right by it. It shaved me. It honestly shaved me. So what happened? They finally pulled me out of the ditch. They brought me to a hospital there in Malone, New York. And the wife of the man who lost, who was riding, who caused the accident, she passed away. She was 49 years old. She passed away. And because the hospital in Malone was a small hospital, was not a trauma center, the doctor suggested to send me by helicopter to a trauma center in Vermont. So all I remember is, woohoo, I'm going on a helicopter ride. But I don't remember going on the helicopter. I was in and out of a coma. They had to go into right below my knee to puncture a hole to get to my vein and get my blood and whatever they needed to do because I ruptured my spleen. I tore my quad muscle. I broke both hands. So they didn't want to take a risk because I had a 50-50 chance of living or dying. So 6 days later, I woke up in a hospital bed when the last thing I remember was being on a motorcycle and enjoying the view, the ride, whatever was coming our way, and just having fun. So I woke up and I was like almost in a box. I had pillows under my arms. I couldn't move my hands. I had those cushions that circulate the blood on my legs. And I'm like, where am I and what happened? Of course, they told me I was in a car, not a car accident, but a motorcycle accident. And I was lucky to be alive. And during this whole time, my husband was by my side, sleeping on a chair for 6 days for me to get better. He refused treatment, even though his leg was really badly burned, just because he didn't know if I was going to make it or not. So finally, I get back to Montreal, drive back. I have my cousin to come pick me up, come back to Montreal, and I wasn't feeling well. So I decided to go back to the hospital here in Montreal General Hospital. Actually, first I went to the Jewish, and the Jewish said, this is a trauma. We can't deal with trauma, so you have to go to the Montreal General. So they transferred me from the Jewish to the Montreal General, only to find out, lucky me, of course, I had developed a clot in my lung. So now they couldn't operate my hand because I broke the bones over here. And if you look, my hand doesn't close properly. I lost, see, like if I make a fist, I have to really position my finger in order to close it. So I lost 50% use of my hand. And that's because they couldn't operate in order to fix the bone because of the blood clot. So I have long-term life damage. So it was really hard for me. I had cast on both hands because they thought my thumb was broken too, but it wasn't. This hand's fine. This is the one that was really damaged. So 3 months with a cast, then with a splint, finally got off the cast. So I was very happy. I was going to my doctor to tell him, look at my hands, no more cast. But of course, again, with my luck, what happened? I was going down the steps and I slipped and I broke my ankle. So another 40 days in a cast, not being able to walk, not being able to move, feeling even more depressed. I mean, to the point where people were telling me there's bad luck and then there's you. So that wasn't very encouraging. And during this whole process, I mean, this took 4 years. During this whole process, depression was very close to me. I was really down. I wasn't able to socialize. I wasn't able to clean myself. I wasn't able to do anything for myself. I had my sister live with me for 3 months to take care of me because I had both hands in casts. So, I mean, how are you going to eat? How are you going to clean yourself? How are you going to wash? How are you going to go to the bathroom? I needed help for everything. So it was a really long and treacherous ordeal, to say the least. But I came out of it. Why did I come out of it? First thing, I told myself, what am I going to do with my life? I was 39 years old. I said, what am I going to do with my life? I can't be over like this. I'm alive for a reason. And of course, I had survivor's guilt because the other lady died. I didn't even know her, and I had survivor's guilt. So I'm like, why couldn't she survive? Why couldn't she be alive too? So I dealt with that for a year. Finally, 2 years later, I went back to the accident site and, made amends, made my peace, laid my flowers, said a prayer, and I moved on. But after that, I'm like, what am I going to do? I worked 15 years as a pharmacy lab technician at Fleury Hospital. And now I have no career, no job, nothing. So because of my limitations, so what am I going to do? I like parties. I like to entertain. I'm good as a public speaker. I'm good to speaking with people. So I decided to go down the path of becoming an officiant. An officiant marries couples and does the ceremony for people who want to get married. And so I went into that in 2018. I started in 2017, end of 17, and I got my permit January of 2018. And I've been marrying couples since 2018, and it's been a true joy. But also, in 2017, when I finally was getting better and healing and becoming more mobile, I got a glimpse of myself in the mirror and I didn't like what I saw. Because of course, after 2 years of being, bedbound, not being able to walk, I gained quite a bit of weight. So I looked in the mirror and I said, wow, I'm only getting bigger. So I started to walk because I used to walk with a cane. I started to walk slowly with my cane 5 minutes or up to the corner and back home slowly. By the end of that summer, I was walking an hour and a half every night without my cane. So that was a big motivation for me, and I saw the pounds shed off. I lost 60 pounds and I was thriving. I said, okay, I can do this. I got it. I got to get back my self-esteem. I got to get back out there. And of course, how did I get back out there? You guys. Why do I say you guys? It's thanks to social media that I was able to pull myself out of depression, to motivate myself, to build my self-esteem, and just to be who I am today. Three Aces says, I remember when I first met you, you had the cane. Yes, Kalojiro, I had the cane. Of course, I had the cane for 4 years. So, why am I telling my story? Because I want to encourage you to tell your story. But my story, the purpose of my story is that I was at death's door. And I'm here today. I'm here by grace of God. I'm here because angels were watching over me. I'm here because my mission is not over. And what is my mission? My mission is to give back. I have to live life to the fullest. I have to make an impression on people that I interact with. Whether I know them or not, it doesn't matter. But my purpose is to do good, to give good, to promote positivity. This is why I started with the positive posts, with the humor. I did my skits with on camera. It helped me so much to see the feedback I got from everyone that was watching me, that I said, I have to continue. I have to continue what I'm doing. And also, what helped me too was reminiscing through my Sicilian words, because when Sicilian is in your blood, it's in your blood. And when I speak, so I speak Sicilian too. And there's some words that my kids understand, there's some that they don't. So I would explain to them what the word meant, or try to find a synonym in English that meant what I was saying. So I said, you know what? Maybe you're not the only ones who don't understand Sicilian, because the language is dying slowly. I said, how about I start putting it on social media? I'm going to post a Sicilian word a day, and I'm going to challenge myself, because I had already challenged myself with the walking. I challenged myself to get better. So I said, I'm going to challenge myself to come up with 365 Sicilian words that I will post on a daily basis. And that's what I did. And I accomplished my goal, because by the end of 2019, was it 2019? I don't even remember. Anyway, by the end of that year, I finished 365 days of Sicilian words. And when I announced that I wasn't going to do it anymore, a lot of people were disappointed. They were telling me, no, please do it, please do it. But you know, guys, it takes a lot of effort, a lot of energy, a lot of time to do these Sicilian words, because you got to put it together. Then you do take 1, take 2, take 3, because you want the video to be perfect and to be clear and understandable by everybody. So I decided I was going to do it sporadically, maybe once a week or every 2 days. And so that's what I'm doing now. But yes, some of you are probably wondering how come I haven't been doing it. And the reason is because, as you all know, I opened up an ice cream shop. So from 1 to 11, I am at the ice cream shop busy serving clients. So if I'm serving a client, I can be posting and I can be making videos. So this is why I post late at night or early in the morning. I try to make time, but sometimes time is tight. And now that, everything is getting better, things are getting better. Weddings are starting up again. So I have like 12 weddings this year already. And I have 2 on the same day next Saturday. So I'm pretty busy. So at night when I go home, I really want to sleep. So this is my story. I have Glamour Nonna that wants to say something. So we'll see what ask them to say. But this is why I tell my story, is to encourage you all. I tell my story because, hi Glamour Nonna, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you? Oh my gosh,
Do you see
I
me?
love you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, I see you, and I will tell you, you are such an inspiration. You are amazing, amazing. I look forward, when I wake up in the morning, I have my espresso. Sinceramente, non guardarmi i capelli a questo momento.
Mi chiudo gli orecchi.
Ma quando vedo tutte le cose che tu metti nel post e cose, dico, mamma mia, mi sento come se uno, come se ho una sorella che non ho mai avuto biologicamente. Se mi capisci, perché io
Ti capisci, ti capisci.
e sogno pure di Palermo, capisci?
Bravo,
So,
bravo, nice. Tanto
this is
piacere,
beautiful.
grazie tanto, grazie.
Mamma mia, ma mi pigliaste di sorpresa.
Beh, tu hai fatto la richiesta, io ho risposto, io non rifiuto a nessuno. Sei
Non
bella, sei
sapevo quello
bellissima.
che facevo, ma ti seguo con tutto il cuore perché tutti i tuoi
Grazie.
posti sono nella mia anima e sei sinceramente per me una donna sincera, genuina.
Grazie, grazie mille. Grazie.
Best friend that would I would be that girl that would poke you in the side.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. This is why I do what I do. I mean, I don't know what you're going through. I don't know what your troubles are, but everyone's got problems. And to hear from your mouth live that I'm helping you, it just warms my heart. And I'm just so happy and grateful that you appreciate what I do and that what I'm doing is actually helping. It's not, just a senseless act of wasting time. I'm actually doing something. So I'm very, very happy about that.
100% amore mio,
Grazie.
100%.
Grazie mille. Un grande saluto. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao bella, ciao.
Wow, always a pleasure to hear those words. I'm humbled. I got goosebumps. So, Guama Nonna, thank you so much. This is why I do what I do. I just want everyone to not feel alone. The worst thing a human can feel is to be alone. You're not alone. Listen to my story. If you have a story, please share it. Don't be shy. Don't be ashamed. Share your story. It's going to help other people. This is what I want to promote. I want to help as many people as I can. And I say it, even if it's one person more that I've helped. I truly believe that we have to come together to help each other. We have to come together and be humble and be caring and most of all be kind, be understanding, don't judge. Don't be so full of pride that you think you're better than others. At the end of the day, we all die. At the end of the day, we all make mistakes. At the end of the day, we all bleed. We all hurt. So let's just be nice to each other. It's so much easier to be nice than to be mean. So this is why I tell my story. And this is why I changed my whole mindset of how to live my life after having this traumatic experience. I almost died. I'm alive for a reason. I had to dig deep inside myself and ask myself, why am I alive? What do I need to do? What is my purpose? These are deep questions that I think everyone should ask themselves at least once in their lifetime. What is my purpose? What do I leave behind? What have I done on this earth for society, for my family, for my friends, for a stranger? If you ask yourself that, if everyone asks themselves that, we're going to live in such a better world, because before we do something mean to someone else, we're going to reflect and say, no, I'd rather not. No, I wouldn't want this done to myself. So let me not do that. So this is why I do what I do. This is why I promote positivity, laughter, joy. Yeah, maybe some of my jokes don't get it on, don't get the nail on the head on the first time. Maybe they're silly, maybe they're stupid. But you know what? If it made you get distracted from what you're going through, and if it made you smile or even grin, then I did something good. So take it like that. Always see the glass half full rather than half empty, because that's what life is about. Melissa Finnis. Hi, Melissa. Melissa's from Australia. Thanks for the post on the Facebook. It helps me through my depression lately. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I'm happy to help. Melissa, you know that's all I do is promote helping each other. And I always offer myself, if you need, a shoulder to cry on, just to know that there's someone present there. You don't have to be alone. Just reach out to anyone, and you'll see that help is out there if you ask for it. Sometimes we wait and say, maybe that person's going to ask me. Rather than them asking, how about you ask them if they need help? Because sometimes people are shy to ask. Hello, Calogero. How Mario?
Buonasera, buonasera, come stai?
Bene, bene, grazie.
I was listening to you, but we've met a long time ago. I remember when we first met. I remember you had the cane. You told me you were in a bad accident. I remember,
Yes.
but you were pretty happy then when I met you. Thank God, or at least you masked it well.
Yeah, well, I masked it well, but I mean,
Maybe it was me. I brought out the happiness in you. Maybe that day.
no, I'm good at masking my feelings. I mean, in the sense of not telling people what's really going on.
Of course.
I'm a pretty transparent person. As big as I am, I'm pretty transparent.
Yeah.
And people usually know what I'm feeling through my face. I mean,
Yeah.
it's written all over my face. If I'm sick, if I'm happy, if I'm angry, if I'm pissed, you'll see it through my face. But when it came to the accident, I wasn't quite there yet. But I was happy because I was alive. I was coming to terms with the death of the other cyclist. I was coming to terms with accepting that, you know,
Of
she
course.
had to go. It was her time, but I'm still here.
Of
So
course.
maybe you got me in the in-between stage. So yes, I was happy, but I wasn't fulfilled because I still had the cane. I still had, you know, the traumatic physical.
Well, that was when you first started on Insta. Remember, you were like,
That's
Charlie, how do you do
correct.
this?
That's what helped me a lot. I mean, I always say it.
You're like, oh, Charlie, that. Oh, you're really nice of you. I'm like, well, why not? Why wouldn't I help someone if they want to have fun and do something cool, right?
Well, because I asked other
So
people,
we had fun.
and they're like, "Oh, look it up."
Did I do that?
Yeah, I think you're glitching.
I said when you met me and you asked me, what did I say?
Oh, right away, you helped me right away, and you're like, "Well, if I know, I'll help you. Why not?" But I had asked other people before you, and their answer was, "Look it up figure it out the way I figured it out. You know, I don't have time to bother with you." So I'm like, okay, maybe not everyone wants to share their knowledge of Instagram because it was fairly new. And so I got a good vibe from you, and I saw that you were open. So I said, you know what? The most you could say is no, like the other person. So I'll ask. And when I asked we spent like 20 minutes just trying to figure out how to add the emojis and all that on our post, which was fantastic. And like we hit it off from the first day, and it was a snowstorm that November when you came.
It was
and
bad. It was the worst day ever.
And I came. And yes, I came to see you guys because you guys were there. I bought a T-shirt.
Yes.
Then I came to your picnic. I bought more merch.
You came to 2 of my picnics.
That's right. Then I always buy your merch. And I need another bumper sticker because the other one peeled off.
But I'm still here, right? How many years later? 6 years?
Yeah, about.
We're still friends.
Yeah.
So it goes to show you, right? Even though we live far away from each other, right? We still always kept a respect and a friendship because we like to. I mean, thank you to all my followers. I see you guys out there. So
yeah, they're all here.
This
yes.
is Big Mama. Hi, Jules. Hi, Long Leg Rolls.
Is it me or is it you? Somebody froze.
I don't know.
Hi,
Ugats. Hi, Edie. Hi, Don Giuseppe. Hi, Frankie Bongs. How you doing? Hi, Comedy Priest. How are you today? I just wanted to come on and say hello to my friend Big Mama who's out in Montreal. We're coming in from Toronto. We are Three Aces Italian. So she is kind of also what we are like. We're trying to keep the Italian traditions alive for our youth and generations to come. So that's pretty much what we do. And I appreciate all of my followers here. I love all of you. You know, I appreciate you guys. And Justin, how you doing out in the States? Edie, how you doing? How's everything going? So I just wanted to come on because she was telling her story. It was very emotional. She definitely was a fighter. This lady is very sweet, very kind. I've met her children. I've met her husband. Very respectable family. The kids are very well brought up. The husband is a very nice man. She is extremely polite. She has always been very transparent, as she said earlier with me. Never had the attitude of hiding anything. She's very open and very kind. So, I mean, I didn't know you opened an ice cream shop. I wish I knew. So I haven't been to Montreal, though. So when I do come, I'll definitely come down and have an ice cream once all this disaster's over.
You're welcome anytime, Charles. You
Thank
with your
you.
family.
Gotcha.
It's only a month that we're open. We have gelato. We have soft ice cream.
Oh,
we
wow.
have
That's awesome. What's it called? What's it called? Tell us.
Memorable.
Memorable. Where are you located?
We're on Fleury and Saint Michel, right in front of Chemin-Town, the well-known hot dog joint.
Okay, so guys, if anybody's out in Montreal here from Toronto, go there and tell her Three Aces sent you. So any of my followers, let her know you're part of La Familia. Let her know La Familia Three Aces is in the house. Came to say hi to her. Give her a I don't know if the COVID's over. Maybe you give her a handshake or give her a hug.
I'll shake hands.
From Charlie at Three Aces, and let her know that you appreciate her and that you appreciate everything that she's doing. And I appreciate you very much. Okay, Signora? God
Thank
bless
you so much, Charles.
Ciao.
Tanti saluto alla famiglia.
Salute. Ciao. Statevi bene. Ah.
Ciao, ciao. That is one honorable man, Charles, from Three Aces Italian. This man is just as much immersed in his culture and his upbringing, his customs, as I am. He believes in respect, honor, faith. He's got it all, spirituality. He is such a wonderful, wonderful man. I was blessed to be his friend. I was blessed to meet him, to have him in my life. I've met his family, all of them. Tutti cugini. It's like the first time I went to his picnic, I felt at the beginning, I'm like, wow, I don't know anybody. We're going to stay in a little corner and just, no, that was not the case. That was not the case because Charles, as soon as he saw me, came to me, greeted me, introduced me to all his family, all his friends, everyone that was there. And we had a blast like I belonged in that family, like I was born in that family, to the point where my daughter, my oldest daughter, Chelsea, was playing briscola with his father, his uncle, who was 92 or 82. Anyway, he was an elderly man. And my daughter played cards with him all day. All day. It was like such a bond from the get-go. So if you guys haven't already, I mean, come on, guys, you have to follow Three Aces Italian and their merchandise. Their merchandise is authentic Sicilian merchandise. He's got the cards. He's got the words of respect, honor, and what was the other one? Honor, respect. I don't remember it. I'm sorry. Honor, respect, and something else. But his merchandise, honestly, is quality. He's got keychains. He's got T-shirts. He's got tank tops. He's got caps. He's got bumper stickers. Ask him, and he'll send it to you. He'll give it. He'll get it to you. So, guys, loyalty. That's it. Thank you, Rosa Angela. Loyalty, honor, and respect. Those three things are the major three things that we need as Italians, as Sicilians. And Charles brings this out, and he always makes it come to the surface and underlines the importance of these three things. So please, 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 please follow them. I want to thank you all for being on. It's 8:30. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I know you guys want to go back and, go back to your lives or go back to what you were doing. So I don't want to distract you too much from what you were doing. I want to thank you all for sharing my story and, well, for allowing me to share my story. Yes, Manu, yes, not only Sicilians, all Sicilians. The Three Aces Familia is for anyone, all Italians. It doesn't have to be Sicilians, but I'm just saying this because oh, mamma mia, because they're Sicilian. So, Nikki, okay, Nikki wants to come on. Let's see. Nikki wants to say hi. Nicole wants to say hi. So gelato cioccolato. Yeah, of course we have gelato cioccolato. Nicole. Hi, Nicole. How are you?
Ciao Bella, come sta?
Ciao, ciao.
Buonasera.
Buonasera. How are you?
We're good. We're good. How are you?
Very good, thank you. We're getting more and more restrictions lifted. Soon there's talks of people who are vaccinated that they don't have to wear the mask. So we're going back. Weddings are happening. So it's all good news. And I think as of Monday, we're going in green zone, which means we're at a safe level. So that is fantastic news. The restaurants are reopening. Parties are happening. Gatherings are happening. Of course, within limit, within the, the restrictions or the recommendations.
Yeah, that's how it is here too.
But
it's the same.
But it's very good news. I'm very happy. I'm very, very happy. There's the numbers are very low. Let's hope they stay this way. And,
the numbers are low in New Jersey too, New York and Connecticut. And of course, they're still following CDC guidelines to some honor system, some respect. The newest thing now, New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut have lifted COVID restrictions like state of emergencies.
Wow.
New Jersey is below 0.89%. New York is at 0.37%. and I'm not sure what Connecticut is, but I know that Connecticut is really low.
Wow, that's fantastic. Fantastic.
But another problem here in the States, I don't know if you guys are hearing in Montreal, Quebec, is the southern states are having a problem vaccinating.
Yes, I saw something very quickly yesterday that apparently they were getting offered AstraZeneca instead of Pfizer as a second dose. So people just got up and left and canceled their appointments because they're not getting the vaccine that they want. They want the Pfizer, but they're trying to pass on the AstraZeneca to them. So they're refusing the second dose if they don't get the Pfizer. So a lot of appointments have been canceled. A lot of people have walked out. So there's a little bit, but this I think was in Ontario.
Yeah, the thing is, it's not that they're walking out in the South. They're just refusing to vaccinate because the southern states are, I'm not going to go into race or any type of ethnicities, but they're saying that they are vaccinating less.
Okay.
They're vaccinating less in the southern states because they're scared, and they said that they don't want to vaccinate. And the South is facing the problem with the Delta variant.
But are their numbers high?
The numbers in the southern states are still high in certain southern states.
Oh, wow.
Michigan, Louisiana, Texas. There's like 4 or 5 states out of 50 that are completely high, and they're mostly southern states.
You're lagging.
Shit.
There we go.
It's mostly the southern states that don't want to vaccinate, so they're having a problem getting them vaccinated. So they're causing the United States to not reach their July 4th goal of 70% vaccinated.
I see. Well, look, hopefully they'll change their minds. They'll be more reasonable, more willing. You got to give it time. You got to give it time because at the end of the day, you can't really force it on them. You just have to make them understand that if they do it, they're doing something good. I mean, it'll come. Like over here, it took a long time. Are you lagging? Oh, I don't know if you're lagging.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. So that's it. You got to be a little bit more patient, and I'm sure things will get better. Thank you so much for coming on.
Well, I just wanted to let you know what's going on. You're welcome. Ciao. Buonasera, signora.
And I am proud to announce and to tell you all, to inform you, that tomorrow, our neighbors who are collaborating with us with Cremerie Memorable, Chez Ma Tante, a well-known big place here in Montreal. It's been around for 92 years. Right now, they got flags everywhere. They're giving out hot dogs, free hot dogs to all kids. Going to be given out, and we are collaborating with them because we're on the same street, we're neighbors facing each other. So we are also going to be giving out Cremerie Memorable. Will be giving out a junior slush of one flavor, whatever flavor they want. We've got about 9 or 10 flavors. One junior slush to all kids 12 and under as well. So go have a hot dog and a fry or poutine. Come across the street, come get a slush, come get a gelato, get an ice cream. We have the cremosa. I'm sure we have something you're gonna like. We got granita, we got pistachio, we have all kinds of flavors. If you're lactose intolerant, we have 3 flavors of sorbet, which is the granita, which is water-based. We have the passion fruit, we have mango, as well as if one of them finishes, we have the raspberry sorbet. So if you're lactose intolerant, we can still serve you. You can still enjoy a nice gelato and enjoy the day. It's family day. School's out, summer's coming, summer's here. It's going to be a beautiful day tomorrow, so why not come and encourage local? Come see us. We are at 3171 Rue Fleury East, and Chez Ma Tante is 3180 Rue Fleury East. We're right across the street from each other. corner of Saint Michel. You cannot miss it. You won't miss it because they've got a big tent up. We've got our terrace that's coming up tonight. We put flags everywhere. You're gonna spot us a mile away. So please, I invite you all to come on down tomorrow and fête la Saint-Jean with Chez Ma Tante and Crèmerie Mémorable. Hope to see you there. I'll be there all day. And on that note, guys, thank you, all of you. Oh, there's no voice. You don't hear me. Anna, you don't hear me? I think it was before. I just saw it. Sorry. So, guys, I want to thank you all for being part of my live audience. This is episode 51. I can't believe I've done this for 51 weeks in a row. I enjoy it. I do know that eventually I'm going to have to switch it, but not right now because, believe it or not, I have a wedding on a Wednesday. So I won't be able to do my live. So I'll probably do it on a Tuesday, on a Thursday. But I'll let you guys know. You guys are the best. You guys are my therapy. You are my help. You are my motivation. And this is why I do what I do. And this is why I'm not shy or embarrassed of telling my story. And those who know me know that I'm very clear. I'm very transparent. I'm very frank. But most of all, I'm always Leo. So, guys, I love you all. Thank you for being part of my life. I'll see you all very soon. E come sempre, ci vediamo presto. Salutamu, everybody. Mwah, un bacione. Ciao, ciao.